Lesson 8.5, Visualizing Volume. The directions say to use the prism on the right to answer the questions. Number one, how many cubes are in one layer? And so by layer, they're referring to the base face. So a cube, or in this case, a rectangular prism, is going to have 6 faces, right? The front and the back, the left and the right, the top and the bottom. We're talking about this bottom face. We can see that the length is 3 across. The width or the thickness is 5. And finally, the height is 4. But as far as what they mean by one layer, we're talking about this base face. It's 3 across by 5 deep. So the area or number of cubes in this base face is 3 times 5, which is 15. 15 cubes are in this base layer. How many layers are in the prism? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, which matches the height. Write a multiplication expression for the volume. Well, if each layer is 15 cubes and I've got 4 layers, then my volume could be shown as 15 multiplied by 4. And finally, what is the volume? Well, can you do this as mental math? You know 15 times 2. Can you double it again to get 15 times 4? Volume is 60 cubes. So thinking about what we have done in this first example, we've looked at a rectangular prism. We've calculated the area of the base layer by doing length times width. And then we've multiplied that answer by the height. Let's apply that same approach to the rest of these practice problems. So if I look at the base layer or the base face, it's 4 across and 7 deep. Width is 4, the length is 4, the width is 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Okay. And then the height is 7. So the volume could be shown as 28 multiplied by 7. And let's calculate that out. 7 times 8 is 56. 6 comes down, 5 gets carried. 7 times 2 is 14, plus the 5 is 19. And let's remember to put in our unit of measure, which in this case would be cubic inches. 196 cubic inches. Number 6, let's calculate the area of the base face. Length is 6. The width is 9. 6 times 9 is 54. Multiplied by the height. Let's work that out as a side calculation. 54 multiplied by 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 0 comes down, 2 gets carried. 5 times 5 is 25, plus the 2, 27. And remember our units of measure will be cubic millimeters. Number 7, the area of the base face is 9 times 6. 9 times 6, which is 54. Now to get the volume, I'll take the area of this base face multiplied by the height, which is 6. 54 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 2 gets carried. 6 times 5 is 30 plus the 2 is 32. And let's add in our units of measure, cubic centimeters. Number 8, the area of the base face. It's a 1 by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. And then to find the volume, we'll take that area and multiply it by the height, which is 2. Oh, I like this calculation. Nice and easy. 8 cubic feet. Number 9. The area of the base face is going to be 11 times 17, or 17 times 11. Let's work that out. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. 0 placeholder. Same. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Add them up. Now, this was the area of the base face. We'll take this and multiply that by 9. Another side calculation here. 9 times 7 is 63. 3 comes down, 6 gets carried. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 6, 78. 7 gets carried. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 7 is 16. And each dimension was given in meters, so the volume is cubic meters. Last problem, the area of the base face here, it's 20 by 16. Let's calculate that. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. Add the 0 placeholder. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. Now, the area of the base face is 320. We'll multiply that by the height to get our volume. 320 times 8. So 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 6 comes down, 1 gets carried. 8 times 3 is 24, plus the 1 is 25. Final answer of 2,560 cubic yards.